video for sailing and entertainment purposes only. You're dang skippy it is.
Oh my god.
Why are you walking away so fast?
She would douse herself in perfume sometimes to help any issues, but her hygiene did affect everyone around her, myself, and others' personal belongings, and she did not show concern for any of those things.
You're obsessed with Karina Kaboom.
What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
You're kidding, right?
What are you doing out here?
Hello everybody. In today's video, Amberlynn Reid just went after her ex-bestie. It's a wonderful time to be alive. This is what I have to say about the Alexis and Amberlynn Reid feud. First of all, I think I can collectively speak for the majority of us to say we'll talk about it, but most of us don't care. Go pay back their mother's money that you stole from them, Amberlynn. Okay? You stole someone's deceased mom's inheritance. Go pay that back. Go pay that back. Okay, my dear, instead of trying to, really do smoke and mirrors. And what she's really doing is trying to distract from what is going on. Also, I have some news for you. Amberlynn is back to either one or two things. Either she's doing Q&As on Instagram. Oh, my God. It's like, where would your channel be if you didn't do Q&As? I've never heard of a YouTube channel. I mean, Amberlynn is the most popular girl in school, of course. I've never heard of somebody constantly doing Q&As. We don't have any more questions. We already know all the answers. You bashed Beck for 2+ hours because you can't admit that you mistreated them all the time. We know. Okay. So here's what's going on. She put out this feeler on her Instagram, whatever. So either she's going to do Instagram Q&As or watch out for an Instagram Q&A video in 2 to 3 weeks because, she pre-records her videos. So either it's going to be on YouTube or it's going to be on Instagram. I think it's just another chance for her to bash Beck and go after reaction channels. Rinse, lather, Delulu, here we are. You know who's not tired of this? Who's still around? My Kermit. Have you ever wanted to purchase a Kermit? Well, now you can in my game show host voice. So basically, my Kermits that live with me, they love the drama. They love the gossip. You can get one of your own. I don't know if they're going to love the drama or the gossip, but you could, show them Amberlynn Reid if you want, and they could be interested. All right, this is my affiliate link to purchase a Kermit. If you do so, please let me know when he ships so I can be excited for you. Everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously whatsoever. I'm sharing my opinions, not facts. On publicly accessible information first made public by public figures. Please do not go out of your way to go to these people's channels to leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments. Please don't do that. Entertainment purposes only. Let's briefly discuss Amber's video responding to Alexis. Main thing that I want to say about her video on Alexis is that there's this vibe of, I'm going to tell you what this person did, and that should make you understand that she is way worse behavior-wise than me. Not only does no one care, but more importantly, it doesn't matter to your audience what anyone in your life does. The main issue is always going to be your behavior because you are the one that runs the Amberlynn Reid channel. Your audience is just not concerned with your side characters. Now, her vibe here is this. Guys, I'm gonna tell you what Alexis did. Alexis doxed someone. I'm gonna tell you what Alexis did. Okay. What about you? See, she is under the impression that if she tells her audience what Destiny and Beck and Alexis did, this is somehow going to absolve her of accountability about what she did. In this video, she makes a big deal about Alexis saving her voice notes during their conversations, right? You saved an entire iPhone in storage with all of Beck's and wifey's messages so that you could expose them later. I have never in my life heard of anyone saving a phone that they don't use with text messages just so they could expose their ex years later. You saving that phone and every single message on it is the equivalent of what Alexis did to you. Actually, it's worse. Alexis and you did not have a very serious, deep relationship. I don't care that you were texting each other for a year. You had never met up until that point. Beck wiped you for 9 months, and I suspect a bunch of years in general, and did everything for you. And they saved your whole life, and you literally kept a phone in storage with all the messages from 2020, from 2021, just in case. I know why you kept it. I know why you have the two phones, just in order to expose them when you needed to, like what you did on your live stream. You still lied. Nobody believes you. Your point in your public live stream, breaking my silence, is about as relevant as yesterday's Kermit. Well, he is very relevant. My point here is this whole vibe of, oh, Alexis doxed someone, and you still stole somebody's inheritance, a deceased woman's inheritance. Before we get started, I just wanted to say it is absolutely inappropriate, ridiculous, unwanted, and wrong for you to continuously post content from February. It is inappropriate to respond to dramatic situations 2 weeks later, a week later, months later. This is not appropriate. No one else on YouTube is pre-recording drama. I understand pre-recording a week in advance because you have to take care of your family, your kids, go to your other job. You're going to have surgery. You're going to be busy. Amberlynn is not dealing with any of that. The only reason she pre-records so far behind is because she doesn't want to work on a daily basis. That's it. That's the reason. And if it wasn't the reason, she'd be posting every day. She's posting every other day to give herself time to sit around and get, in my opinion, her Reddit threads, her subreddit threads deleted. Okay. Before we get started on her ridiculous video, I just wanted to say she does this whole weight loss situation type nightmare, whatever. Weight Watchers, Kermit, no one cares. In the video, she announces her weight and says, here's the clip of me doing that, and then says, I can't find the clip. You're either lying about the results or deep down you didn't want to make the video. I don't care about anything having to do with her weight. I'm only mentioning this. I don't judge her for it. I don't care about her food. I don't care about any of this. I wish her all the best, Ambi. Can I call you Pookie? Don't care about this. I'm bringing it up to say, for you to be posting non-tent content on YouTube, and for your only job to be to get on the scale, film it, and post it, for you to have the audacity to say that you can't find the clip, then don't talk about it and don't post it. I've said this before many times. There were, for years and years when I was on camera, sometimes something would go wrong, or I'd film a video, and then because I was filming in real time, there would be drama that would change, and I'd have to scrap the video, just not post it. My point here is this: it is inappropriate for you to have not found the clip and still posted the video. I can understand if you're talking about a screenshot and you can't find it. Okay. You have a history of lying. Then you say this happened, but I can't find the clip. Then don't post the video. It is possible that it did happen, just the way that she said. Possibly, small possibility. But the reason that she can't find the clip is because her videos are so old, which brings me to my main point of her video. When I read the title, Responding to Alexis, I thought to myself, I know that she pre-records. I know all her content is old, except for the live streams. I'm sorry, live streams. But then I thought to myself, still, oh, like, did Alexa say something I wasn't aware of? This is from the end of February. No one cares about drama a week to 2 weeks after it happened or a month later. Like I said before, let's discuss Jaclyn Hill's lipsticks. Oh, wait, that happened years ago. Amberlynn, if you were just pre-recording your own mundane life, I'd say whatever. You are pre-recording dramatic situations and drama. You must stop doing that because it is inappropriate and doesn't have the same effect as it does responding to drama. Look, I think she doesn't understand the idea of how drama sells and drama. I'll explain it. Something dramatic happens. People give that dramatic situation views. They're looking for a response. That dramatic response gets views. You see how in the heat, even though she's been bad at responding at the right time, in the heat of all the drama with Beck and the money for how Amber stole Beck's mom's money. She went and did a live stream within that week. Yeah, that's how you respond to drama. Amber, you cannot continue to respond to dramatic situations or whatever, like tea and drama later. People only get views on drama when they respond immediately. Okay. So let's talk about the nonsense with Alexis. What she's talking about is when Alexis posted the voice notes of Amber and some guy, and that Amber spoke on a certain topic with that guy, okay, on the phone. But Amber's angry that Alexis released the voice notes with some guy that Amber talked to, right? And the first thing she says is, I'm letting people say whatever they want. We don't need your permission, Pookie. Just like you didn't get anyone's permission to trash your victims, the people that dated you and then had severe problems afterwards. You trashed Beck for years. Did they give you the permission to do that? No. So we don't need your permission to talk about you, just like, you don't need our permission to talk about us. Also, this has the same energy as when Amberlynn actually went in her live stream in 2021 and said, I gave Beck the free will to talk about whatever. Like, you are so wrong. And the way that you treat people, what's happening to you now is your karma. Okay. She says that Alexis is lying and exaggerating and just trying to get vengeance. First of all, in your live stream about Beck breaking my silence, that's what you did. You created lies about Beck. Here's one. You said that Beck told everybody that they never met Feline. Beck never said that. That's preposterous since they lived with Feline and it was all filmed in your live streams. My point here is this. Whenever anyone speaks out against Amber, she immediately says that they're lying and exaggerating. Beck was lying and exaggerating. Now Alexis is. I will believe a Kermit over you. Okay. She then discusses how dare Alexis dox this guy. While I don't think this is my personal opinion, I don't think that Alexis should have probably like posted the guy's face, and I said that before, okay? I think that was not appropriate. That being said, Amberlynn has doxed many people before, including a urology office. She has given out private information before. She has videotaped people in the lavatory. No, they weren't wiping her at the time. That's for another time, kids. My point here is this. Amberlynn, everything that you despise and everything that you don't like in others is a reflection of you. You've doxed people many times. She then says that people believe that she's not a lesbian because men don't want her. She then flexes, even though she pretends it's not a flex. Of course it is. She's been doing this for years and says that many men are in her DMs. She doesn't want them. No one cares about this. Pay Beck their mother's inheritance that you stole. No one cares about whether you're a lesbian or not. These are just called distraction tactics. Lesbian, not a lesbian, none of us care. If the men that wanted you so much, maybe there would be proof on the internet. I don't care if they want you or not. I don't care if they write you messages or not. She then does the typical thing. She explains why she had that special phone conversation with that guy and says when she moved to Oklahoma, poor me, I was alone in a new state. I don't care. Whenever she's accused or talks about anything that she shouldn't have done, she immediately gives extra information to manipulate you so you pay attention to that instead of what she did. None of us care that you had this phone conversation with this guy. Nobody cares that Alexis betrayed you. You know why? Because you deserve to have a friend the way that you are a friend. You were a terrible friend to Alexis. You completely dumped her for a married woman that never met you, then for Tommy. I genuinely, like, at this point, I don't care that Alexis was whatever type of friend to you, a bad friend. I don't care. This is all distraction tactics from Beck's mom's money. Then the video takes a riveting turn when Amberlynn tells us that Alexis did not share her voice memos with YouTube, but shared Amber's. Yeah, she's trying to expose you and keep whatever she wants private. Amber, do you understand the way the drama works? And do you understand when someone doesn't like, you know, isn't really fond of you anymore. Like what they're doing. I'm telling you, it's like she has no Kermits in her house. Okay. She then drops the amazing, phenomenal thing onto us when she says, "Oh my God, I saw that Alexis was saving all my voice memos." And I was like, "Alexis, why are you saving my voice memo?" And she was like, "No, I'm not. Oh my God, you guys are so cool, both of you. Amber, maybe you should pay Beck their inheritance money." Amberlynn, all you're showing us is that you are so desperate for a friendship that you saw that she was saving your voice notes, memos. So it was obvious that she was saving them for a reason to later expose you with, because she was more than likely already unhappy with you, or wasn't your, who cares? I don't care about their friendship and who was a bad friend to who. You saw that, Amber, knew what was going on, and still continued to tell your private business because you were desperate to have a friend. And you are trying to make your audience believe that you currently have friends. I'm sure they're going to expose you soon. This is the bottom line in the situation. Amberlynn caused the scenario by telling private personal information to a woman she never met, Alexis. And at the time, a person not only that she didn't meet, but a random stranger on the internet. And Amber, I know that you want Alexis to be the bad one, but there's no winners here. You know why? Because yes, Alexis did what she did, but you took a man's private text messages to you, private voice notes, private pictures, and sent it to a stranger on the internet. I hope anyone wanting to date Amberlynn Reid understands none of your secrets are safe. None of your voice messages are safe. My opinion, don't date her and don't send her anything. This whole riveting video culminates in Amberlynn saying possibly the most terrible thing that she could say. She said that, if she was interested in men, that's not the terrible thing, just wait. She said, if I was interested in men, this guy would be it for me. Here's the terrible part. And she says, and here's why this man would be it for me. This is why I would be with him. She says that he was sweet, attractive, attentive, kind, nice home, nice car, good job. What does having a good job, a nice car, or a nice home have anything to do with the type of partner that anyone would be? This isn't even about this guy, okay? As far as attractiveness, I can't blame her per se, because in the beginning, when two people do not know each other, they usually go on whether or not they're attracted to each other or not. Later on, they learn their, each other's personalities and whatnot. But the audacity that this woman, who doesn't have a car, emphasis on doesn't really have a job, like I don't consider what she does work, and nice home, that's up for debate, would judge another person and say, well, if they have this, that means that they would make a good partner. Here's the last thing I'll say on this, Amberlynn. The audacity of you being a full-grown adult and not knowing that as you continue on in any romantic or life partnership, the only thing that matters is whether or not they're there for you, whether or not they're loyal, and will they be there for you? Are you guys true partners? People's attractiveness, people's cars and good homes and nice cars, they don't last. But true love and true partnership does. More point. So in her live stream, Breaking My Silence, she gets asked point blank, when were you diagnosed with your BPD? I think the reason that people are asking this is because Amberlynn comes on the internet now every day and posts that everything she does is because of her BPD. And if you know other people that have this, you know that nobody else acts this way. This is obviously something that she is doing, in my personal opinion, to prove why she's being mean to other people and to give excuses. It could be a reason, but it's not an excuse. No one else acts this way except for you. She shows a workbook. I'm convinced in her new video, she shows a workbook. I am convinced that that is her whole therapy. She purchased something off of TikTok that she saw somebody talking about. It's ridiculous, in my opinion. Or she purchased something that somebody was talking about on TikTok, and now she thinks she has all the therapy she needs. Do I think she's really seeing a therapist? Maybe, but she's gonna lie to them, and I doubt absolutely everything this woman says. But why am I here talking about this? Okay. In her Breaking My Silence live stream at 21 minutes, she pretty much gets asked I didn't talk about this when this first happened, but now that we're seeing workbook, like, honestly, stop it with the workbook. Nobody wants to see this. Okay, do you understand that you are a drama channel? Do you understand that people only want good, decent drama from you? Okay? Nobody is interested in torrid halls. Nobody is interested in workbooks. Nobody's interested in you making excuses for your bad behavior. So, at 21 minutes in her Breaking My Silence live stream, she gets asked, when were you diagnosed with BPD? This is very interesting what she says. She always tells on herself. She says, in 2023, when I was with Wifey and I was getting my weight loss surgery, what a wild lie. You were not getting your weight loss surgery. You never did get your weight loss surgery. Does anyone notice the way that she speaks? When I was getting my weight loss surgery, what are you talking about? You never got your weight loss surgery. You mean when you were deceiving your audience into thinking that you were getting weight loss surgery so you could get 60 to 70,000 views, and then you said, never mind, just kidding? She says in 2023, when she was supposedly getting a weight loss surgery that she never got, she saw somebody who said, you meet the criteria, but you need to see somebody to be diagnosed. Then she says only one statement. So I saw someone now. Like, I saw somebody recently. Okay. Did they diagnose you? Because you never, where's the answer here? Here's another thing. Alexis, the person in this whole video that she's raging about, said to us that while she was in a friendship with Amber for over a year, Amber was not diagnosed at all. What I want to know is, why is it that you said you've been diagnosed for a while? You only saw somebody recently? Why were you talking about this for at least, she's been going on and on about this for a while. So there's your proof. She saw somebody that said you meet the criteria, you need to see somebody, and she claims she just saw somebody. Really? If you just saw somebody and you never even say the words I was diagnosed, if you were diagnosed, why in the world have you been talking about it for such a long time? Also, remember when she said that she was diagnosed with being bipolar and then said, never mind, just kidding, that was a wrong diagnosis? Okay, this is my personal opinion. I do not believe that she is a medical mysterious person where she's just a medical mystery and she is getting fake diagnosis and wrong diagnosis all the time. I don't believe this. Amber, you know exactly what you're doing, and the majority of the people that are watching you can see this. You are pretending you have a diagnosis, and you have been pretending you have a diagnosis. You said it right here. They said you meet the criteria. I have some friends that meet the criteria of having diabetes, but they don't. Do you know how many people meet the criteria of having something and they don't? You are using these things as reasons why you're mean to people. But in reality, you just want to be mean to people. So there, it's in her own words. Go and watch it. She never actually admits that she was diagnosed. She said, I saw somebody recently. Why were you talking about it for such a long time? And by the way, I understand that people, like, there's a bunch of people that do not care for Alexis. But so far, I haven't seen any lies from Alexis that could be proven as lies. I've seen a lot of lies, the majority of them from Amber, that could be proven as such. Alexis said that the whole time they were friends, she was never diagnosed. I want to make this last part abundantly clear. It is very possible that she was diagnosed today, yesterday, this month, 2 months ago. It's very possible that she was already diagnosed with this. I want to make this clear. But she's been talking about this for way longer than when she was diagnosed. She's been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it when she was not diagnosed. And even if I leave room for the possibility that she has been diagnosed now, it's not an excuse for why you mistreat people and steal their inheritance money from their deceased parent. It's not an excuse. Even if you're diagnosed, which you could be now, I want to make that very clear, again, not an excuse for your behavior. As far as this whole drama with Alexis, this whole thing is gaslighting 101. Please see Alexis as the bad friend that you know that I deeply am. Either way, whether she's a good friend or not, let's say she's the worst friend in the world, so are you. You need to pay back Beck the money. Pay back Beck the money. Pay it back. You owe them $6,000 for their mom's inheritance, and you owe them all the money that you did not pay them for the live streams. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments down below, or if you didn't. Check out this video popping up here. You may enjoy it, you may not enjoy it. Go and check it out. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.